Subscribe to Chaos Banshee or suffer the consequences.
Hello everyone, my name is Ricky. I just wanted to record these messages in case something happens to me. Let me start from the beginning. I'm an avid camper. I go out camping almost any time I can. One weekend I was out and I tripped over a rock that was really out of place. When I got up, I looked at the rock and there was something under it. I examined the space closer and saw there was a journal hidden under the rock. I went back to my tent and started looking through the book. It was filled to the brim with entries on something very odd. I read through the entire book and was deeply disturbed. I packed up my camp and headed home. Here are some of the journal entries. A few pages were missing, so if the story seems to jump, that's why. Entry 1. So I guess I just write down random stuff in here. I just moved into my new place. It's out in the woods, a pretty nice cabin. Peace and quiet, just how I like it. Got my room set up and everything has gone super well with this move. Entry 2. It's been about a week. I've been in this place and I almost forgot about this thing. Nothing special has really been happening. Here, yeah, it's quiet, but it's almost creepy how quiet it is. The only sound is really the breeze and anything I do in the house. I guess I'll try to write more here if anything cool happens. Entry 3. Okay, I really think I'm going to be using this journal more. Yesterday I was up a little later than usual doing some work. I heard something scurrying around outside my house. I got up and looked out my window. All I saw was sort of a black flash. The thing was moving so fast it was almost invisible. I don't even know how to describe it. It scared the shit out of me though. Entry 4. This thing is honestly getting out of hand. It's been about a week since the last experience, and it's been happening every night since. The damn thing isn't like any animal I've ever seen. All it does is run in circles around my house, and I discovered it makes this creepy ass laughing sound. Not human laughter, but the laugh of a psychopath. I want to face it, but how the hell are you supposed to hit something that fast? It stopped behind a tree for a moment and I observed this thing. It was so tall. No human could be as tall as this thing was. It peeked out from behind the tree and it had glowing white eyes. I looked into its eyes and blacked out. I started to have a nightmare about drowning in water. It was my worst fear. I woke up about an hour ago, sweating and shaking on the floor. Entry 5. So I took a few safety precautions. I went out and bought a 12 gauge and a full-fledged camera system. If this thing wants to play, then I'm going to play. I took the day off from work. I decided to try and get some sleep that night and believe in the camera system. I didn't catch a damn thing on the cameras, but when I woke up on my window there were words etched out saying, "Think you can watch me?" It damn near made me piss myself. I went to work and hoped it didn't leave another message for me. This is where the story starts to jump a little from the missing pages. Entry 7. I don't get this thing. It's like a damn stalker. A super stalker. Bullets don't work on it, the thing is really fast, and it knows all my fears. Just now I woke up on my porch after I looked at it in the eyes again, and blacked out. Another nightmare happened, with my other fear of being attacked by animals. In the nightmare, a bunch of animals were ripping me apart. My job is worried about me since I haven't showed up in a few days. I can't even function. My hand is shaking like a motherfucker just writing this. Entry 10. Last night was the closest the stalker ever got. I was posted in my bedroom sitting in a wooden chair with the 12 gauge. I knew it wouldn't work, but hell, I had to try. It started running all over my lawn like usual. Looking for it to slow down even just a bit, I aimed my shotgun the best I could with my damn arms shaking so much out of fear. I was too late. The creepy bastard was looking at me through the window. Next thing I know, it punches me through the window and everything went black. Both my arms were torn to help from broken glass, I'm guessing, and I can barely move because I can't stop trembling in fear. Entry 12. That piece of shit got too close. It was in my house. I had to leave my shit behind and I'm hiding in the cellar out back. It won't stop laughing. My body won't stop shaking. I think this may be it for me. I don't know what it has planned. This just might be my last entry. That's where the journal ends. Now that I think of it, I may have seen the cabin that this guy is talking about. I mean, if I got the right one, I remember it's pretty broken down. I'm gonna go find out what happened to this guy, and hopefully this stalker thing is still there too. I pulled up to the woods a few hours later and started my search for this cabin. It sucks the guy didn't really describe the place in the journal. It took me about an hour, but I think I found it. It has a cellar in the back like the guy described. That's almost the only thing left of it. Holy shit. There's a body. It's a guy wearing nothing but a dirty tank top and jeans. I know I got the right cabin. The damn writing is on the window he described. His body, it's just curled up in a corner. Did the stalker freak him out that much with the nightmares that he just curled up and let him kill him? It seems like something attacked him with the damn chainsaw the way his body was ruined. How viscous is this damn stalker? That laughter. Just then I heard something speed through the leaves outside the cabin. It was back for another victim. I refused to let it get me, so I gunned it out of the cabin back to my car. It wasn't going to let me get away that easy though, as it clawed my arm pretty badly. As soon as I got in my car, I had to go to the hospital because of how deep it cut me. I had to get 10 stitches, but I've gone through worse. It took almost a week for the damn thing to heal. I didn't think going back to the cabin would have been a smart move, but guess what? My dumb ass is going back. This time I was more prepared. I brought a hunting rifle, a few cartridges, and a knife just to be really safe. I look like I'm going on a mission for the military. I arrived back at the forest, parked my car a great distance away, grabbed my rifle off the passenger seat and started my walk. I noticed the creepy silence of the forest, like the guy described in his journal. I never noticed it before when I would camp out here. Then, again, I never knew this thing was out here. I walked up to the cabin and it was still daytime. I grabbed an old wooden chair and set it close to the door. That's where I would be posted at night. I decided to walk around the cabin, see if I can find anything interesting. I felt awkward walking past the guy's corpse, which was still there. When I entered the bedroom, I saw a dresser with what looked like one of the torn out pages. When I turned it over, it said, "Don't try it." It looked like it was written in blood. I didn't let that scare me though, and I decided to go back to the living room area by the front door. I sat in my chair and waited. I dozed off like an idiot. It was way past dark when I woke up. It was almost pitch black outside. I gripped my rifle tighter when I saw 2 white lights peek around a tree. I aimed my rifle and let off a round into the forest. There was silence. Shouldn't have read the journal. News report 3 days later. Shocking and disturbing news from the forest, where it was reported that a group of 3 campers found a cabin that was completely covered in blood. When police investigated further, no body or bodies were found. There was no evidence of a struggle or any sort of fight. More on this story as it develops.